Hey, what's up everyone? It's your boy Deja here, and today we're going to be talking about what are EVs, how to get EVs, and then I'm going to actually EV train a Pokemon for you super quick in this video. So without further ado, if you're ready to learn, sit back, relax, and just know that I stream every single day on Twitch except for Saturdays, and I do this live. So if you want better examples, live examples, you can ask questions. Just click on the link down below, twitch.tv/DejaUWU. And this helps you, make sure you leave a like. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is actually what are EVs. So EVs are actually invisible points that you give to a specific stat that will make the stat go from, you know, whatever it is in the beginning to plus whatever. It's literally just increases the stat. It's just adding points to the stat, making it bigger. That's as simply as I can put it. So in a Pokemon, you can give it up to 508 EVs, right? So think about taking like cookies out of a jar. There are 508 cookies. You take out, you know, 8, you only have 500 left. It's just like that. And you know, so think there are six different stats, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. There are 6 different stats. So say, you know, there are 6 slots for the cookies. You have 508 cookies in one jar. You have to put them in 6 different slots. So you could put 20 cookies in here, and you take 20 cookies out of the jar, put it in one slot, 20 cookies in this slot. So it's just like that with EVs, right? I could put 88 in here, it's 116, 252 here, and 52 in HP, and that's it. I have no more EVs, remaining 0. I can't put any in, right? And also, this is a program called Pokemon Showdown, but this exists in the game. It's just for explaining what EVs are. This is the best way to give me, like, you know, a physical, actual like numbers and everything to help you guys out. And then we'll go jump to the game. As you can see, I have it open as well. But so yeah, basically every Pokemon has 508 EVs that they start out with, and it's your job to distribute those EVs to your preferred stats. So if you are just watching this tutorial for the first time, learning about what EVs are, I recommend you check out the YouTubers I have down below. Wolfie VGC, PokeAim, Lord Envy make great teams for you to start out with. This is just to understand what EVs actually are. So okay, so how EVs work is 4 effort values, EVs, equal 1 base point. So a base point is literally just this number right here. So you can see 276, I add 4, I slide it up by 1, it has 4, it goes to 277, I add it up again, 8 EVs, 278. So literally, you know, 4 EVs, 1 actual like stat base point. Pretty easy stuff. So if I give this stat 252 EVs, because 252 EVs, I should have said this earlier, is the maximum amount you can put into one stat. You can't put 508 into one stat. It's only 252 you can add to this stat. And then most people, what they'll do is like 252 attack, 252 speed, and then like 4 in special defense. That's what a lot of Pokemon are, which is pretty simple. You just max out 2 stats. So yeah. So if I put 252 into defense, right? All it is 252 EVs divided by 4, because, you know, 4 EVs is 1 base point. 6, we get the number 63. So whatever 63 is, 63 plus 166 is what we'll get when we add 252 EVs. So 166 equals 229, so we should get 229. Boom. There you go. It's really easy stuff. So okay, so just to recap, just divide the amount of EVs by 4. So, you know, 56, so we do 56 divided by 4, we got 14. So I hope that's easy. I just really try to break it down simply. I know I talk a lot, I know I repeat myself, but I want you guys to understand this fully. So that's what EVs are. Yeah, that's what EVs are really. It's just increasing a specific stats, points to increase a stat. There are 3 different ways to increase a stat. Nature is by 10%, EVs by that, and IVs by 31 points, but IVs are going to be a different guide. So yeah, I hope that makes sense what EVs are. So now, as far as EV spreads go, this is a team that Lord Envy made. Like I said, I really recommend his videos. He's a really good team builder, really good showdown player. But you can see Conkeldurr has 224 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, and then 32 in special defense. So how team builders actually distribute EVs is they'll calculate like threats in the game. So when Envy was making this Darmanitan set, he was definitely accounting in for outspeeding Dragapult, which is extremely fast Pokemon, especially when you max out its speed with EVs and a speed benefiting nature. So what he accounted for was, okay, I have to give this thing a jolly nature, I have to max out its speed, and I have to give it this item a choice band. Oh, actually, he gave it a choice band? I thought, okay. Some people, I would give it a choice scarf. Choice scarf just to outspeed Dragapult. Because this thing can't really take a hit. So yeah, so some people make their EV spreads just to outspeed specific Pokemon that are threats in the current meta game. And then yeah, you can kind of see that EVs are distributed very oddly. We're going to talk about this. This is going to be very important. Just like, you know, how to actually distribute EVs inside the game. I did it on stream for the first time the other day, and it was really uncomfortable, so I'm gonna do it for you guys. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything, but we'll use Natu for an example here. You know, just this is how to actually get EVs. So let me go on the game here, so you can see you could buy HP ups and vitamins and all this cool stuff for 2 BPs. Or if you go to a Pokemon Center in Winden, you can buy it for 10,000 Pokey dollars. But you can see HP up raises the HP of a single Pokemon, and nutritious drink is what's covered up by Showdown. But yeah, so you can just read it and it'll tell you what does what. So if we were to if we wanted to max out Zatu's HP, what we would do is give it HP ups. All right, so let's talk about how to actually distribute EVs using a thing called vitamins, and then we'll go into the other methods as well. You can get vitamins in the Hammerlock Pokemon Center from a lady wearing a jersey in the right corner. And then you can get those cost 2 battle points, and then you can get it in the Winden Pokemon Center for 10,000 Pokey dollars. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So once you got your proteins and stuff, I want to talk about how to actually distribute these. So we're gonna use Xatu over here for an example. And we'll put all these down. Yeah, we'll put all these down for now. So say say this was the spread 208 and then whatever. Say this was the spread I wanted, right? These are very specific. It's not cookie cutter like the other stuff. How vitamins work is that 1 vitamin equals 10 effort values. So if I give this Xatu 5 vitamins, it's gonna have 50 effort values, and then 50 divided by 4. What is that? I don't even know. 50 divided. I'm an idiot. 50 divided by 4 is 12.5. Very epic. So you would get 12. Pokemon rounds down, so you'll get 12 base stats into that stat if you give it 50 vitamins. So it's pretty cool. Cool stuff to note. So let's talk about how to give specific stats, because you know, it's only by tens. How are you supposed to give 64 EVs if it's only by, you know, tens? You can't give it 70, or you can't give it 7 HP ups, because that'll be 70 EVs. You can't give it 6 HP ups because that'll be 60 EVs. So what do you do? Here's what we do. We're gonna use I think it's Carbos. I think it's Carbos that raises speed, so we're gonna use that for an example. So if I wanted 64 speed and a Xatu, what I would do is I would give the Xatu 6 Carbos. Let me go to a random Pokemon. I would give the Xatu 6 Carbos, and that would give me 60 EVs in speed, right? So I give it 60 EVs. Okay, and now, okay, so what do you do with the remaining 4? Now, if you had everything else maxed out, you could just give another Carbos so don't max it out. But say I didn't have everything maxed out, and I didn't want to waste my 448 other EVs all in speed, because if I were to just, you know, if I were to click Carbos and then click up, give it 20 Carbos, it would just be 252 in speed. That's not the EV spread I want, so I just wasted all that. So yeah, how do you distribute it? Well, you could do a few things. What I want to do now is just kind of distribute these EVs for you all, and kind of show you, you know, how it's done in game. So we're gonna do it for this level, the third level 22 Milkery that we have in here. So let's get up Xatu spreads again, because we're going to use Xatu spreads as an example. So we have let's put this up. So we have 192 in HP. So what we would want to do is go to the HP up, and we would want to give this Milkery 19 vitamins here, because, you know, 19 times 10, that's going to be 190. You just put the 0 at the end, and here we go. So now this thing has 190. And you're saying, you know, what about the other 2 EVs? We're going to get to that. Unfortunately, we can only get things divisible by 10. or whatever. So let's go to the defense now. So iron, so this Zatu has 252 in defense, and since we know that defense caps out at 252, we could just max this out because it won't give any other EVs past 252, even though it's going to be 260 worth of EVs we're giving it. 26 times 10, it's just gonna lower it down to 252 automatically, so we will be fine. And then for the last stat for speed, we have 64 speed EVs. So let's go to the Carbos and let's give this thing 6 speed EVs, because 6 times 10, 60. And okay, so yeah, you can see now. So now we have 190 HP, 252 defense, and 60 into speed. So we can use these things called feathers to actually individually give our Pokemon EVs, and 1 feather equals 1 EV. So you would give 4 feathers to get 1 base stat. I actually don't have HP feathers. I only have every other feather. So what we have to do now is distribute the feathers to other stats and then use the remaining EVs to max out our HP. I know it sounds confusing, but just hear me out. Remember, we have 60 EVs in speed. So all we have to do is give the remainder 4, because we want 64. So give item, go to Milkery, and we're gonna give 4. Oops, we're gonna give 4. All right, so we gave it the 4 EVs, aka Swift Feathers, into the speed stat. So now we have 64 EVs in the speed stat, and now we can go up and we can give the remainder to HP. So HP should only take 1 HP up. This should not go up if I did this correctly. Yep, you see it can only go up. So right now I'm giving it 10. I'm giving it 10 EVs, but since we're already at 190, yeah, we're at 190 right now. Let me put this to 190. Bing. We actually only have 2 EVs left. We only have 2 EVs left because we gave 64 in speed. We maxed out the defense. So if you take these together, this subtracted, and then we gave 190 in HP. We only have 2 remainder EVs to give. So that's why it's only letting us do 1 HP up. So if I click A, its attack or its HP rose. I won't be able to give it any more vitamins, and that's how you can distribute vitamins. Just like that. I use Smogon just as a visual help and a visual aid, but yeah, that's how you do that, and it's really good. So another way to gain EVs is actually by battling Pokemon, and depending on the Pokemon you battle, it'll give you specific EVs in that stat. So if you wanted to raise your HP, you would battle a Squovit and you would get 1 EV. Just like 1 feather, right? So you would have to battle 4 Squovit to get 1 point, and you would have to battle it a lot for HP. Choodle boost attack, Ghastly boost special attack, Roly-Coly boost defense, Gossifer boost special defense, and Rookity boost speed. So we'll use Rookity and speed as an example throughout everything I'm about to say, because so you don't want to just only gain 1 EV per battle. That's gonna take forever. So you can use these things called power bracelets, power anklets, and stuff, and what they do is actually make it fast, make you gain more EVs per 1 battle, but it makes you really slow when you have the item on. It's just like whatever, but that's only while you have the item on, only while you're EV training. So I have a formula to help us here. So say we're battling a Squovit, that's going to give us 1 EV in speed, and then I would have to battle 4 Squovit to get 1 base point in speed. So 1 EV, and then +8 because the power item gives us +8. So we would have 9, and then it would be 9 times 2 if we have this thing called Pokerus, which is a disease that a Pokemon can get, and it's a 1 in 21,000 chance of obtaining, so it's really rare, but you don't even need to worry about this. So if you have the power item on your Pokemon though, instead of 1 EV per Rookity killed, you can get 9 EVs in your speed stat, and then if you want a 252 into 252 EVs to 1 specific stat, that'll be 9 times 252 divided by 9, and you would only have to defeat 28 Rookity, which is a lot better than 252 Rookity. But if you had Pokerus now, like the disease Pokerus, what that does is just multiplies the amount of EVs you get, so you can combine it with the power item. So 9 times 2 equals 18. Oh, very epic. I don't know why I didn't just say that. So, and then 252 Rookities for our 252 speed EVs divided by 18, and you would only have to defeat 14 rookies. But it's really rare to get Pokerus, and if you guys want to find people who do have Pokerus, just check our Discord down below. We have a huge trading section, almost 1,000 members in our Discord, and it's just an awesome community. And also I like how I did the 18 multiplier, even though I have it written down right here. But oh yeah, so that's how you get EVs, just from defeating Pokemon in the wild. I'll leave resources and links down below to websites that can tell you what certain Pokemon to defeat for certain, EVs gained. But a lot of this is the old school way. I think more people are going to do vitamins and Pokejobs, and you can get this power band from the woman actually inside of the Pokemon Center in Hammerlock. She sells them, I know. Okay, so lastly, I want to tell you guys how to gain EVs from Pokejobs. This one takes the longest, but it's like the least amount of work. So depending on how fast you want it, you can do whatever you want to do. But I just wanted to show you guys the actual woman I was talking about throughout this video. You could buy power items for 10 BP, and also the Macho Brace works like the power anklet. I don't know if you saw it in my formula, but what it does, instead of +8, it'll do ×2 for every single EV. Like, it just works all across the board depending on what you're battling. But yeah. Oh, and another thing I wanted to say is how the power items work is, if you don't have enough feathers, remember how we had we had, actually I could just open it up. What am I doing? You remember we had 60 speed EVs in the stat, and we were like, okay, we need the remaining EVs in the stat. We need the remaining EVs. We got to give it the feathers. What you could do instead is just, if you wanted the remaining speed EVs, all you can do is slap a power anklet on this Xatu, and then go battle a Rookidee and go get those remaining speed EVs if you don't have the feathers, and literally you just have to defeat one Pokemon. So you could do that as well instead of using feathers. That's the whole point I really wanted to make with power anklet, but I got carried away. So you can combine all the methods, but yeah, this is the woman I was talking about. And for our last method, it's going to be Pokejobs here. And Pokejobs are obviously a new thing to Pokemon Sword and Shield. That was definitely like one of their biggest promoted things about Pokemon Sword and Shield when it was coming out. So yeah, you just go to a PC and then you go check Pokejobs. Okay, sorry, I never checked Pokejobs. And if you go all the way down, you'll see that there are HP Seminar, Attack Seminar, and all the other stats. So how this works is you put your Pokemon in here, and it'll actually gain EVs while it works for a specific amount of time. So if I wanted to get the EVs, we're gonna use special defense as an example. So if I wanted to increase my Pokemon special defense, just go to the PC box, click on Stunfisk, click select, and you actually have to click B to get out of here. Are you done? Yes, I am done. Your Pokemon will be sent to the job site. Send Pokemon. So now you can send your Pokemon for a specific amount of days here. So whole day, 24 hours, you can actually gain 96 EVs. For a half a day, 12 hours, you gain 48 EVs in a specific stat. It would be special defense in this case. Very long, 32 EVs. Long, 16 EVs. Short, 12 EVs. Very short, 8 EVs, and a little while is 4 EVs, which is 1 hour. And I'm gonna put all this down below in the description as well for you guys. But yeah, say you got those 60 vitamins in the Xatu, and you didn't want to waste any more, whatever, you can just put it in the PC for a little while, or you can even do it for a whole day. And I heard that messing with the clock actually will mess up your Pokejobs really bad. Oh my god, look at Stunfisk. So yeah, don't mess with the clock. Ew, what the heck? Don't mess with the clock with Pokejobs to speed it up. Apparently that doesn't work. But I heard it could work if you do the exploit with the dens, but I don't want to get into that. So yeah. And lastly, what I do want to talk about is lowering EVs. I forgot about that. Yeah, so let's talk about lowering EVs, then I'll let you guys off. So if you put too many EVs in a Pokemon by accident, all you have to do is, let's see, like a Qualop Berry. Using it on a Pokemon makes it more friendly but lowers its defense. And you would just give it a Milcery, and it's just 1 berry equals -1 EV. You can just give it 10. Base points can't go any lower. But something that's really good for EVs and whatever is actually when you catch a Pokemon and you want to EV train it and you want to check and make sure it doesn't have EVs already, because when you catch Pokemon in the wild, sometimes they will have EVs on them, So you kind of just want to make sure that, you know, when you EV train them, they're all like nice and clean. So what I do is I have my bag and I have a bunch of berries. You get these from shaking berry trees, and I'll just give a berry, each one of the berries, to my Piloswine here or whatever Pokemon. I give them one. Can't, and you see it, special attack can't go any lower. That's good. That means it has no EVs in that stat. We'll check special defense, and you can do that for every single berry. Make sure it has no EVs, and then you can do a clean EV training session with that Pokemon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So TLDR, all EVs is a jar of cookies that you could distribute to 6 stats to increase and make that stat go big. That's it. That's all it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was a lot less confusing to you than it was for me to explain. I suck with numbers, but I appreciate you so much. Leave a like if this helped you, and if you got this far, comment Piloswine gang down below. I love you. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.